Okay, class, kindly settle down yourselves and everyone, please stand up. May I request Miss Galay to lead us the prayer. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, Amen. Okay, good morning everyone. You may now take your seats. Miss Galay, kindly list down the names of your classmates who are absent today and give it to me after. Okay, thank you. So, very good. None of you are absent today. Let's give a hand to everyone. Okay, class, kindly pick up pieces of paper around your seats. And let me remind you that when someone is talking in front, please listen and wait for your names to be called when answering. And I hope you will cooperate in our class for today. And one last thing, did you bring your calculator with you? Okay, very good. Before we will proceed to our next discussion, let us have a review first about our last topic. Okay, may I call Miss Rivelo? Can you define polynomials? Thank you very much. How about Miss Dakyo? Give me the types of polynomials. Thank you very much. May I call Mr. Leopoldo? So as what Miss Dakyo said, there are 3 types of polynomials. Can you differentiate each? Very good. And lastly, Mr. Revelo. Okay, stand up. What are the ways in adding and subtracting polynomials? Okay, very good. I think you had learned something about our last topic. Okay, now I want you to count 1 to 10. Okay, let us start with you, Miss Bernuevo. Count 1. Okay, all group 1 will be here. Group 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, I want you to assign a leader in each group who will serve as your representative. And what you are going to do is that, as you can see, I have 4 papers here. So the leader or your representative will be the one who will pass the message. So our game for today is message relay. So as your leader came to me, she will read what's inside in this paper, and he or she will pass the message to the members. And the last member of the group in each group will come to me after receiving the message and will tell to me what is the message and what is the answer of the message. Am I understood, class? Okay, very good. So who will be the leader of group 1? Okay, Mr. Revelo. The group 2, Miss Quaton. Group 3, okay, Miss Galay. Group 4, Mr. Revelo. And group 5, Miss Dakyo. Okay, 5 of you, please come here so that you will be able to read this message. Okay, leaders, pass the message in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, Miss Dakyo is here already, so what is your answer? That's correct, multiplication, because the statement is the process of taking one number and add it together a number of times. So that is multiplication. The point will be given to Miss Dakyo's group. Okay, for the second one. Okay. Leaders, in 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, this time is Miss Galay. So what is your answer? Okay, very good. Addition. because the statement is the process of calculating the total of two or more numbers. So that is addition. Next, for the third statement, again, leaders in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, this time is Mr. Rivelo. Okay, what is your answer? Subtraction. Okay, so the process of taking away from a group or a number of things, reduce or become less. So that is subtraction. And the last one. In 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, Miss Dakyo. The process of distributing a group of things into equal parts. What is your answer? Division. Okay, thank you for your cooperation. And the winner is Miss Dakyo's group. Everyone, please read our objectives for today's lesson. Okay, thank you. So at the end of our lesson, the learners will be able to identify the laws of exponent and apply the laws of exponent to simplify numerical expressions that include integers exponents. Okay, class. And now, before we will achieve our objectives, let us have an activity first. Our activity for today is entitled Expand and Simplify Me. And I want the group earlier, okay? There are 5 groups with 5 leaders. I will be giving you illustration boards for you to answer this equation. So I have here 5 flashcards. All you need to do is solve these equations as fast as you could. The one who will get the point is the one who can raise their illustration board first. Okay, am I understood, class? Okay, that's great. So let us start. Number 1. 6 squared divided by 3 squared. Okay, Miss Dakyo's group. Okay, very good. The answer is 4. 6 squared is 36 divided by 9 is 4. How about the second one? 2 to the 5th minus 2 squared. Miss Galai's group. No, it is not 20. How about Mr. Rivelo's group? Okay, very good. 28. Because 2/5, 2 raised to 5 is 32. Minus 2 squared, which is 4. So 32 minus 4 is equals to 28. Next, number 3. 4 cubed plus 3 squared. Okay, Miss Galay. Okay, very good. 73 because 4 cubed is 64 plus 9 is 73. Number 4. 3 to the power of 4 times 3 squared. Oh, Miss Dakyo's group. Very good. It's 729 because 3 to the power of 4 is 81 times 9 is 729. Last is 4 squared divided by 2 cubed. Okay, again, Miss Galay's group. Okay, the answer is 2. So 4 squared divided by 2 cubed. 4 squared is 16. Divided by 8 is 2. Okay, so Miss Galay and Dakyo's group have the same score. So I will give 10 points for the both groups, and for the 3 groups, I will give 5 points. Okay, give a hand to everyone. Thank you so much again for your cooperation. Okay, everyone, please sit down, and I want the group of Miss Galay and Miss Dakyo to remain standing. Okay, so Miss Galay, since you are one of the winners of our activity, I have a question for you, okay? So, what can you say about our activity? Is it difficult or just easy for you? Okay, you said that it is difficult, but I am happy that you still managed to answer those equations. But did you say it is difficult? Can you find or cite, give me techniques to make it easy? Okay, your technique is interesting. So, how did you use this technique in solving or in performing those operations? Okay, that's good to hear. Thank you, and okay, you may now take your seats. Okay, that's it for our activity. So now let us proceed to our discussion, which is the laws of exponent. But before that, let us first define what is exponent. An exponent is a number or letter written above and at the right of a mathematical expression called the base. It indicates that the base is raised to a certain power, x is the base, and n is the exponent or power. The first law of exponent is product of powers rule. It says in this rule that when multiplying two bases with the same value, keep the bases and add the exponent together to get the solution. So it can be shown here. A raised to m times a raised to n is equals to a raised to m plus n. So as I said earlier, when multiplying two bases with the same value, let us keep the base and simply add the exponent. For example, 3 squared times 3 raised to the power of 5. So we have the same base, which is 3. So keep the base. Then simply add the exponent, which are 2 and 5. So 3 raised to 2 plus 5 is equals to 3 raised to 7. You will just to multiply 3 by itself 7 times. Okay? So that is the product of powers rule. So let us proceed to the second law. The second law of exponent is quotient of powers rule. So it is the opposite of the first law. Okay, so this second law says that when dividing two bases with the same value, keep the bases and subtract the exponent together to get the solution. So this is a raised to m divided by a raised to n is equals to a m minus n. For example, 5 raised to the 5th power divided by 5 to the cube. So, it is a raised to m divided by a raised to n is equals to a raised to m minus n. For example, 5 raised to the 5th power divided by 5 cubed. So, the same base is equals to 5, keep the base, minus raised to the 5 minus 3. So, the result will be 5 raised to the second power or 5 squared because 5 minus 3 is equals to 2. So, 5 times 5 is 25. So, that is the quotient of powers rule. The third law of exponent is power of a power rule. This rule shows how to solve an equation where a power is being raised by another power. All you need to do is multiply the exponent and keep the base. So it can be shown as the quantity of a raised to m raised to the power of n is equals to a raised to the power of mn. So we will just multiply the exponent and keep the base. Let us look for this example. the quantity of 3 squared raised to the power of 5. So keep the base and simply multiply the exponent. 2 times 5 is 10. So the answer is 3 raised to the power of 10. 3 will be multiplied by itself 10 times. Okay, so that is the power of a power rule. The fourth law of exponent is the power of a product rule. This rule says that when any base is being multiplied by an exponent, simply distribute the exponent to each part of the base. Let us look for this. The quantity of AB raised to the power of n, so it will be equal to, let us distribute the exponent in each part of the base. So an, or a raised to the power of n times b to the power of n. For better understanding, let us look for this example. So the quantity of 2 times 3 squared. So 2 here is the exponent. Let us distribute this exponent to the bases 2 and 3. So it will become 2 squared times 3 squared. So if we are going to simplify it, 2 squared is 4 times 3 squared is 9. So 2 squared times 3 squared is 36. Okay, so I think that's it for our topic, which are the laws of exponent. Okay, class, do you have any questions or clarifications about our topic, which is laws of exponent? Okay, none. Very good. Thank you so much for listening, and I am very much happy for you had understood our lesson for today. And now, class, we will be having our activity. Okay? I want you to find your partner. Are you done? Okay, thank you, class. So, the title of this activity is Find Me in the Box. All you need to do is, as you can see, written in the box are the laws of exponent. You will have to find the correct answers in the box. Okay, let us look for this number 1. We will have this as an example. Okay. The quantity of AB raised to n is equal to A raised to the power of n times B to the power of n. So where do you think it belongs to? What laws of exponent? Okay, so this belongs to power of a product rule. Okay, so you may now start answering 2 to 8. Okay, so I will just give you, I think it will only take 10 minutes for you to do it. Okay, you may start now. Okay, class, that's enough. Okay, so let us check your paper. Let us just exchange it to your seatmates, okay? Okay. As number 1, it is already answered. So let us proceed to number 2. So the quantity of A raised to the power of n raised to the power of n is equal to A raised to the power of mn. Okay, Miss Barnevo, what is the answer for this? Okay, this is power of a power rule. Proceed. Number 3. A raised to the power of m divided by n is equals to A raised to the power of m minus n. Okay, very good. Miss Cotton, what is your answer? Okay, very good. So, this is quotient of powers rule. Number 4. A raised to m times A raised to n is equals to A m or raised to the power of m plus n. Oh, Miss Galay? Okay, product of powers rule. How about number 5? Y cubed times y6 is equals to y cubed plus 6 is equals to y raised to the power of 9. So, What properties or what laws is this? Okay, Mr. Velo. Oh, very good. It is product of powers rule. Next, the quantity of 2 squared, a raised to the 5th power, b cubed, raised to squared is equals to 2 to the 4th, a to the power of 10, and b to the power of 6. So, what law is this? May I call Mr. Parcon? Okay, that's correct. So, this law is the power of a product rule. How about number 7? 5 to the 4th power divided by 5 squared is equals to 5 raised to the 4 minus 2 is equals to 5 squared. Again, Miss Galay. Okay, so what law is this? Okay, quotient of powers rule. Number 8, last number. The quantity of 2 times 3 raised to the power of 2 is equals to 2 squared times 3 squared. Okay, this is power of power rule. So, okay, return the paper to the owners. Okay, who got 7? Oh, very good. Majority of you got 7. So, we will have to add it plus 3 to become it 10. So, 7 plus 3 equals 10. So, the perfect score is 10. Okay, how about who got 6? Oh, the remaining got 6. So, 6 plus 2 equals 8. So, 8 over 10. Okay, I think you really understood our lesson. So, may I call on Miss Galay? Okay, can you stand up? Can you define what is exponent? Okay, very good. So, how about Mr. Velo? Kindly differentiate the laws of exponent. That's great, very good. And lastly, Mr. Parcon, okay, stand up. How can you relate it, or what is the importance of our topic in your life? Very good. So, thank you for your answers. Okay, class, please get 1/2 sheet of paper and answer this quiz. Okay? Simplify the following and state the laws of exponent it belongs. I will give you 15 minutes to answer this quiz. Okay, you may start answering now. Okay, 15 minutes is done. Finish or not finish, pass your paper to the center aisle and pass it forward. Okay, thank you. So, before we will end our class for today, I want you to study in advance the topic about multiplication and division of polynomials. You can surf it to the internet or go to the library for more information about that topic. And again, that's all for today. Thank you so much for your cooperation. Goodbye. Class dismissed.